first book, it was blogs. So every time I launch a book, I'm looking for that. And I put all the chips into podcasts. And I had the opportunity to be interviewed on Rogan's show and Nerdist and many, many others. And that was when I became very interested in the format. And I saw how, with some basic trends at play, so broadband proliferation, smartphone, decreases in cost, and improvements in technology, that sort of audio as a secondary activity was just going to skyrocket via these smartphones. So I wanted to.
So if we normalize NPS, annualize CSAT, and treat Q1 as an outlier, all should be good.
Sounds great.
Experiment. I never would have known that in advance. If I had spec'd out, for instance, I only do 1-book deals. I've never done a multi-book deal. Why? Because I want to preserve my optionality. And in doing that with the 4-Hour Chef, which was successful, but not as successful as I wanted it to be. Since I'd only done a 1-book deal, when the podcasting became appealing as a break from writing, a means of recovery, a deloading phase, but also as a way to, here's how I think about the skill development, improve my ability to ask questions, reduce my verbal tics, refine my ability to interview, which would transfer to my future nonfiction books, which require a lot of research. I would also have the ability to deepen my relationships with my close friends. Example, my first episode with Kevin Rose, because otherwise doing hours and hours of Google sleuthing on your friends is pretty creepy. And having a one-way conversation for 2 hours is also pretty bizarre. But with the podcast, I would have the pretext that would allow that, and to reach out to people ultimately who I would want to get to know. It checked all the boxes. And I wouldn't have been able to take advantage of that very attractive opportunity had I already set down as a blueprint something fixed as a 3-year plan. Let's just